watching Ride the Teacups, and we just watched Robin Hood! Robin Hood is Disney's classic animated adventure where Robin Hood is the English hero who steals from the rich and gives to the poor. It has been told 100 different ways by 100 different people in all kinds of different styles, and this is Disney's animated take. So the story is kind of about English royalty and not in its best light. So King Richard is a beloved king who goes off to fight in the Crusades. We find out that was actually Prince John's doing, his younger brother, courtesy of his serpent Sirtis, the aptly named. Prince John takes over the throne and is just an evil tyrant who just wants money and power and control over people and everything. That's all he wants. He doesn't care about the good of the people or anybody else other than himself and his money. Now the citizens, of course, don't care for that very much, and Robin Hood comes to their rescue. He risks life and limb again and again in order to steal from Prince John and other rich characters inside of the movie in order to provide for the regular everyday citizens who really are oppressed. And you get to see their relationship with Robin Hood and actually knowing him as a community figure that they really engage with, not just as a celebrity from a distance, but someone they meet regularly. I mean, we get to see he comes to a young kid's birthday party after the Sheriff of Nottingham comes and steals his birthday present right from under him during the birthday party. So, I mean, you have a very clear distinction between good guys and bad guys and who likes who. Robin Hood, of course, has wanted posters and a huge reward on his head, and there's not a soul alive who would possibly turn it in because the community good and giving back that Robin Hood does vastly outweighs any reward that could possibly be paid by Prince John. He provides a quality of life and is a single bright spot in their kind of world of darkness that's collapsing down on top of them. Prince John, of course, doesn't like this very much. He is a coward, but he is also very cunning. He sets a trap for Robin Hood and actually captures him, setting off a big fight sequence, and the good guys are able to escape off to Sherwood Forest and get out of Prince John's way completely. And basically, the whole community is now in hiding. Now, later on in the story, the Sheriff of Nottingham, who's also the big tax collector in town, goes to the church and takes all of the money from the church right under Friar Tuck's nose, and Friar Tuck has had enough. He goes and actually does battle with the sheriff, has it up to here and takes it out, and the sheriff bests him, arrests him, puts him on trial. He's actually sentenced to death. The Friar Tuck, leader of the local church, is put to death, is sentenced to be put to death, I should say. Don't get me on that. He's sentenced to death. And at this point, anyone who can't pay their taxes is also thrown in jail in the big tower as well. And since everyone is totally broke and can't afford to pay their taxes, of course, they're all in jail. A big government takeover, just power over the people. And Robin Hood sets out to make it all right. We're going to stage a prison break for everyone. They're on a very tight schedule because he needs to do it before the poor friar gets hanged. This sets off in motion a very cool kind of cloak and dagger escape sequence with lots of stealth. You get to see Robin Hood's real skill on display. You've known he's been a great archer for a very long time, certainly skilled with disguises, and now you get to see a lot of his stealth capabilities and multitasking as he not only gets everyone out of prison, but also basically robs every last penny that Prince John has in order to return it back to the people. Now, of course, I don't want to spoil how that all ends, even though this is a movie from the 70s that you may have already watched a couple dozen times. But it's definitely one you don't want to miss, and that brings us up to our review. Our review system is based off of 5 points. You can get a potential 2 as we answer the question, is this something your family should watch together? Another potential 2 teacups for, is this something your kids should watch by themselves? And finally, the last one of, does it have Disney magic? So let's tackle those. Should you watch Robin Hood the animated show as a family? And I think yes. I think this is an easy 2 out of 2. A great family film, certainly shows family time and just providing for a community and just love for each other above anything else as the core moral, certainly against tyranny and oppression that really is genuine in England's history. It's just a great way of just sticking up for your family and your friends and those that need your help. And I think it's something that everyone can get really involved with in some way. As kids, you're going to connect with the different kids on the shows. There's boys and girls of all different ages and sizes. all interacting together in different ways. You certainly connect with that. Everyone, of course, will connect with Robin Hood and Maid Marian and their story that passes through the entire film. And then as parents, you're going to see yourselves kind of, seeing correlations even in the political system. So everybody's going to legitimately get something very cool out of the story. And then, is this something that your kids should watch by themselves? And I don't think I'd have an issue with having my kids watch this by themselves. Older kids are fine. I think they would do totally great. Even the younger kids, even though there is like arrows and sword fighting and that type of thing in dangerous situations, I don't think there's anything that would make me hesitate having my kids watch it. Again, it's a great story. You love seeing all the classic Disney animals and that style animation. Great music throughout. There are some things that young kids won't get, but I don't think that would detract from them enjoying the film. So I think this is a solid 2 out of 2 for having your kids watch this by themselves as well. And then finally, does this have Disney magic? Is it going to get that perfect score from us? And this is actually kind of a hard one to answer. So Robin Hood doesn't get the attention that a lot of the other older Disney classics get, like your Snow White and Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella and those traditional stories. But it also doesn't get the attention that kind of, the Disney Golden Age set off with things like the, Lion Hood and the Little Mermaid and Lion Hood? I just said Lion Hood. But it also doesn't get the attention of kind of the new golden age that brought Disney back. Things like The Lion King and The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, those type of things, and certainly the ones of today like your Frozen and Moana and Tangled and those. It doesn't get nearly as much attention as any of those span of things, which means it kind of gets clumped in with things like The Black Cauldron and The Great Mouse Detective and The Rescuers and even 101 Dalmatians and those types, which are not bad, but are not Disney's best. And it kind of gets grouped in there. And I have a hard time with that because Robin Hood was one of my favorite animated features growing up. We grew up as a Disney family. We watched all of the animated features, and this was one of my favorites. So I kind of have to balance the nostalgia that I have that may not apply to everyone versus what else is out there, and making sure that we're providing a balanced score. So I think you could go kind of either way on this. Ultimately, here's what it comes down to. This is a Disney Plus review on Ride the Teacups, which is my project and my YouTube channel. You get my opinion. I love it. I'm giving it the point. Perfect 5 out of 5 for Robin Hood, one of my favorite animated features. I hope that you agree. If you don't, let me know what you would say for the Disney magic. How would you kind of group that with the other films? And I want to know what your favorite part of the film was. So drop a comment right here down below and let me know. I'll put mine down there too. It might just surprise you. So check out the comment section and I will see you there. Perfect 5 out of 5 for Robin Hood. Thanks so much for watching our Disney Plus review. We hope that it's been worth your time and earned a like right down here, that big thumbs up button that you have right below the video. If you want more reviews and things that we think might be worth your family night time together, click right here for our next review. If you want more just about Ride the Teacups and what we do, we like helping people enjoy Disneyland magic at the parks and at home, right here. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, we would love to get to know you, make you part of the community. How about right here, right above my head. Thanks for watching. We will see you guys next time we ride the Teacups.